Rain is something a lot of residents across the two Virginias would like to see. Many counties across the viewing area are experiencing dry conditions. This has some residents worried.
It's awful dry and go affect lots of the farmers and lots of the people that growing any kind of plants, tomatoes or even flowers.
With these drier conditions, it is also creating fire hazards. Both Bland and Tazewell County have declared a local emergency, issuing a ban on burning. I spoke with Bland County Fire Chief Jeff Dunn over the phone about why their burn ban was issued.
You get a grass fire when it's this dry, and it spreads so fast that you can't, you got to run to keep up with it.
Chief Dunn also expressed concerns about the low water supply to be able to keep up with a spreading fire.
Some of the creeks dry up. They get to where there's just a hole of water here and there or none at all.
Tazewell County also has concerns about open burning. Their burn ban was issued last week.
The dry conditions create an extreme fire danger for the county due to the lack of the rain that we've had, and the forecast doesn't show any rain in the near future.
But most places where we're having this right now would probably be somebody trying to burn some trash or burn some excess brush.
Rainfall would definitely provide some relief to this drought. However, we don't need those heavier rains that we've seen over the past summer, because those heavier rains doesn't give the soil enough time to absorb that water. It usually ends up in drainage areas and towards the sewer system. We need more of a steadier rain in order for that soil to have enough time to absorb that water. But unfortunately, over the next several days, it doesn't look like we're going to get the amount of rainfall we really need to get rid of these drought-like conditions. Here for you, I'm Brandon Lawson, WVVA News. Cattle begging for food.
Here in Tazewell County, our leading industry is agriculture, and it's desperately being threatened by this drought that we're experiencing this summer.
I spoke with Wesley Blankenship, the owner and operator for Valley View Farms, about keeping the cattle healthy.
And they take about 3.5 rolls of hay a day to keep them fed. This, I don't know how long it's going to hang on, but even if we get rain now, our growing season's gone, and we're going to be feeding on through winter till spring comes.
Because of the drought, supplies of hay are quickly depleting. This will cause farmers to sell some of their cattle early. Meanwhile, the cattle are desperate for food. Their eating habits are dangerous. Cattle can only survive one day without water, but multiple sources along many farms are empty, leaving farmers such as Wesley to resort to well water.
And I'm having to pump about 4 hours a day to supply water for my cattle.
Can farmers rebound?
The impact is already done for this grazing season. We are looking at making available ways to plant and try to get forages reestablished in the spring. But unfortunately, it's so late. If you plant some of our forages like orchard grass at this point in time, it will not have an opportunity to get rooted and strong enough before the frost.
Here for you in Tazewell County, Brandon Lawson, WVVA News. The drought over the past few months led to burn bans across the viewing area.
You get a grass fire when it's this dry, and it spreads so fast that you can't, you got to run to keep up with it.
The dry conditions create an extreme fire danger for the county.
It has also led to concerned farmers.
Here in Tazewell County, our leading industry is agriculture, and it's desperately being threatened by this drought that we're experiencing this summer.
And worried residents.
It's awful dry and go affect lots of the farmers and lots of the people that growing any kind of plants, tomatoes or even flowers.
Luckily, there is some relief in sight. Over the past several months, we've seen drought-like conditions across the entire viewing area. You look at our drought monitor there, you can see severe drought across central and eastern portions of the viewing area. Even along western slopes there, along Buchanan and McDowell County, we're seeing severe drought. And you saw it there, it's affected multiple occupations, such as firefighters and farmers not having enough water sources to support their cattle, having to sell their cattle early, really hurting that income source there for farmers and agricultural industry in Tazewell County. Now, luckily, we saw a lot of rain Saturday night in the Sunday. I mean, you can look at our satellite and radar from Saturday night into Sunday. Look at all that steady rainfall working its way across the viewing area over Saturday night into Sunday. That really helped us. You can see our rainfall amounts reaching over 2.5 inches of rainfall for Woodsville, even across portions of eastern and southern portions of the viewing area. We saw close to 2 inches of rainfall in some of those spots. Even along the western slopes, you may not receive that much rain, but you still received over 1/2 inch of rainfall along the western slopes. So much needed rain across those regions. Luckily, as we go through this week, we have a few more opportunities for rainfall to help bust this drought a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at your full 7-day forecast now.